How is it going, Database? Is No Dad here, and welcome back to another episode of Roblox Assassin. In the previous episode of Assassin, we crafted the brand new Elegant Saber Dream Knife. Still a super cool knife. It requires 3 mythics to craft, so yeah, that is a brand new dream. In the last episode, we crafted this. And in this episode, I was literally just about to spend Robux to buy some tokens for a case 2 unboxing. However, literally 5 minutes ago, Prisman dropped yet another update. That is right, guys, another update, and in this episode, we are going to cover this update, and we are also going to craft a brand new knife. So without further ado, let us cover this update. It is a lot smaller than the previous update. It is just a little addition to the update, but it is still very, very nice. So first of all, if you go to the shop here, you will see that there are some brand new exotics. As you can see right here, we have the birthday blade, and we have the birthday cake. And this is actually a celebration for Assassin's 3rd birthday. That is right, guys. Assassin is officially 3 years old, so you can buy these exotics. It lasts 3 days long, which isn't a lot of time. It does cost tokens, so you do not need Robux to spend it. However, it is pretty expensive, and it is pretty short. So I would imagine that these exotics are going to be pretty expensive in the future. So yeah, rest assured, guys, we will definitely buy these exotics in a future episode of Assassin. Much like the Demon Heart, the Void's crafting recipe has gotten more difficult. As you can see, it now requires 2 Wraths as compared to 1. So previously, it was just Wrath, Darkclaw, and Bandit, but now it is 2 Wraths and Darkclaw and Bandit. And this could, in theory, increase the value of Void. Now, this might not necessarily happen because Void was already crafted quite a few times, so I don't know if it's necessarily going to go up in value. However, do keep in mind that the crafting recipe is more difficult. So if you guys do happen to want the Void for yourself, personally, I would not craft it at the moment because it has not got up in value. It's still, you know, it's not like Demon Heart where there's a lot in circulation. Like, this is still a relatively new knife. But, you know, they're around in circulation, they're not too valuable, and if you end up crafting a Void, you're probably going to lose some value at the moment. Now, of course, if it starts to increase as a result of this harder crafting recipe, then by all means you can craft the Void, but at the moment, I do not recommend it, so I would not craft the Void. If you want to get the Void for yourself, just trade for it. It's about 10 exotics, which isn't too much. That's like equal to Behemoth, or Rainbow Seer, or Wind Elemental, not too hard. But the biggest part of this update, ladies and gentlemen, is there is a brand new Mythic. It's funny because nobody has noticed this yet because this update just dropped a couple minutes ago. But there is a brand new Mythic called the Runic Blade. This is a pretty complicated crafting recipe. You need Dark Age, which if you do not know, you can craft Dark Age with Onyx and Shadow. So you need Dark Age, Ancient Steel, Dark Claw, Crescendo, and Pharaoh. Now, this is pretty good because, first of all, Crescendo wasn't really that useful since Friezendo became obtainable, so now it has another use. Also, Pharaoh was not that useful either, so it is good to know that Pharaoh is also starting to get a use. And in this episode, we are going to craft this brand new Mythic, and we are going to talk about the future value of this knife. If you guys are excited for this episode of Assassin, then be sure to drop a like on this video, helps out a whole lot, and comment down below Runic. Also, guys, if you're new, be sure to subscribe because at 70,000 subscribers, we are going to give away a free Elegant Saber. That is right, guys, a free Elegant Saber. So be sure to subscribe so that you're notified about that. Anyway, without further ado, let us craft this brand new Mythic. Now, first of all, it does require Dark Age. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to craft another Dark Age. Because this is going to be high in demand, it's going to go up in value. I don't really want to lose it. So I'm actually going to say goodbye to my Onyx, which is kind of unfortunate. Onyx is a really good knife, but we are going to say goodbye to it. Where is my Shadow? I know I have it around here somewhere. There it is. So we are going to craft a Dark Age real quick. 3, 2, 1, boom. There we go. We just crafted a Dark Age. And now I'm going to craft the brand new Runic Blade. So let's put down a Dark Age right here, and now let's get the other ingredients. I'm pretty sure I have them all, so let's scroll down in the inventory. I'm gonna turn off spectate. Let's scroll down here. We have the Ancient Steel here, Dark Claw I believe is here, and Crescendo, and what am I looking for? I think Pharaoh. There it is, Pharaoh. There we go, guys. We can craft the brand new Runic Blade. So without further ado, let us get this brand new Mythic. We are going to be one of the first ever people to actually craft this knife because, again, this update just dropped nobody has it yet, which is pretty insane. So yeah, let's craft this brand new Mythic. 3, 2, 1, boom. There we go, guys. We just crafted the brand new Runic blade. Let's go into the inventory. There we go, guys. Let's try this out. So as you can see, there it is, guys, the brand new Runic blade Mythic. So let's take a look at it right here. As you can see, not too much to say about the design of the knife, but immediately the effect stands out. This is a very good effect. This person wants to die, so there you go, good sir. So yeah, we are one of the first people to actually have this knife. You look in the inventories, you will see that there are no runic blades. Nobody has this yet. Nobody even noticed that this knife exists, but it's around, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, guys, as you can see, the updates that have been happening over the past couple days is huge. We now have 2 new dreams, a new exotic, and a brand new mythic. That is absolutely insane. This is what it looks like in first person. Again, not too much to say about the knife itself. You know, it is just another sword, but I feel like the effect is very unique. You can see there is a little bit of writing on the sword, as you can see, kind of similar to Dark Age. Like if we equip Dark Age, you will see that there is actually a bit of writing on the knife, so that's pretty cool. I believe that Runic blade has the exact same thing, so that is interesting. I unfortunately did have to sacrifice my Onyx in order to maintain my Dark Age. Now, normally that wouldn't be good because, you know, Onyx was actually worth more than Dark Age for a while. However, the reason I crafted another Dark Age is because I feel like Dark Age is going to significantly increase in demand and value now that it is useful for crafting another Mythic. And I explained this in the actual Dark Age video, but, you know, once you have Onyx, it's really easy to get Dark Age because, you know, all you need is a Shadow. What's a Shadow compared to an Onyx Mythic, right? But, you know, once you have Runic Blade in the mix, and this is actually a useful crafting ingredient, that's significantly going to increase the demand and value of the Dark Age. So I feel like Dark Age is going to end up being worth more than Onyx, in my opinion, because, you know, people are going to use Dark Age to craft a Runic Blade. So yeah, honestly, this is just a super cool Mythic. I especially love the effect. That is hands down the best part of the Mythic. Like, when you look at the picture of the Runic Blade, you can see the effect. It's super apparent, and then once you look at it, it is exactly the same. Very unique effect. Really stands out compared to all the other knives in the game. Anyway, let's go into free-for-all mode, and let's get the glorious Victory Royale with the brand new Runic Blade. Well, I guess this isn't a Battle Royale game, but you know what? It might as well should be. Alright, fellas, we dropping in a state. Let's get this bread, gamers. Alright, we just killed that guy there. We got some pretty good loot for him. We got some air. Alright, air is very good for breathing. So I'm glad we got that loot from him. We're actually getting a lot of kills at the moment, so I'm pretty proud of myself, gotta say. Alright, I'm going to kill this guy here. There's probably another person after me, but that is fine. Alright, there's at least 2 people left. I saw a knife. Oh, it's you. Alright, you are the last person left. So let's get this free-for-all victory. Please, I want to get a victory in free-for-all. That would be great. Alright, let's approach. Alright, I need to be aggressive against this guy. There we go. I killed him. GG. Alright, Cuddly Kool-Aid Man. You know, I really don't want to kill someone with the name of Cuddly Kool-Aid Man. Alright, they sound like an innocent person. I really don't know why I should kill them. But you know what? I'm the ultimate assassin, alright? I have to murder this guy. And I would murder this guy if I knew where he was. I feel like this guy's going after me. Are you my assassin? Are you my assassin, good sir? I'm going to approach you. What is that shirt? Is that a trumpet? That looks like a trumpet. I don't know. Alright, he's dead. So I feel like this guy is now my assassin. So I'm going to throw some knives at him. He is lagging, which significantly bothers me. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to take the L because of that lag. I'm going to blame the lag on my loss there. Alright, I have to get revenge on this lagging man. You know, I still do not really like this map that much. Like, it looks nice, but I feel like it's kind of unforgiving. We probably could have had something better, in all honesty. I don't know if Becky is my assassin, but I'm just going for her because she's all I can go for. Alright, are you my assassin? I don't think you are. I'm going to spare you. Alright, I'm going to give you mercy. And, alright, there's the lagging person. I don't think you're lagging anymore, actually. And that's why I killed you. Alright, GG. So, who is my assassin? I feel like it's you. It was you. Alright, now I have to kill this guy right here. Never mind, he killed me. Alright, that was a good kill. GG. He has Grim Sight. That's a good knife. Anyway, let's talk about the Runic Blade. What is it going to be worth, and what is the impact of Runic Blade on the overall economy? Now, like I said, this is going to increase the demand of many of these knives. Dark Age was not that good at first. Onyx was a lot better, but now it's going to start going up. Crescendo, it was useful for crafting Friezendo, but then Friezendo got removed. so everybody was like, oh, Crescendo's not going to be that good. But now you can use it for the Runic Blade, so that is pretty good. Also, Pharaoh, I predicted this was going to be the worst exotic in the game, because, you know, Lava Blade, Fairy, and Emerald Knight got uses for crafting, but, you know, now Pharaoh wasn't that useful. But now it is. Now you can use Pharaoh to craft the Runic Blade, so that's pretty useful. If I were to guess, I feel like the worst exotic in the game, in terms of, like, demand and stuff and value, it's going to be Flame Brand. Because, I don't know, people do not like Flame Brand. It's kind of tiny. It's kind of just another Lava Blade when you look at it really closely. Like, it's small, it's related to fire, and it's not that useful for crafting. So I feel like Flame Brand is going to be pretty low, if you ask me. Nobody's really a fan of Flame Brand, let's be real here. But in terms of value, what is a Runic Blade going to be worth? Now, for the initial value, you can obviously just count these exotics and make a total value. Now, I believe that Dark Age is currently worth 17 exotics in value. Now, we can assume that it's going to go up because people are going to be using it to craft this, you know, Runic Blade. So, obviously, it's probably going to go up in demand and value. So, let's assume that it goes up by 1 exotic. Let's say, for the time being, that Dark Age, you know, turns into 18 exotics. So, you know, by basic addition, you know, this is 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So we can say that Runic Blade is approximately 21 to 22 exotics in value. Maybe 20. We don't really know. Who can tell? The point is, Runic Blade is going to be very, very good, you know, initially, because it is pretty difficult to craft. Like, obviously, Dark Age is the hardest part of getting it. I guess Onyx is the hardest part of getting it. Let's be real here. But, you know, obviously you need all these other exotics, which are kind of difficult to get in order to get the Runic Blade. But yeah, it's gonna be pretty rare, pretty difficult to get, and pretty high in value at first. But like all obtainable mythics, it will decrease in value. By how much exactly, we don't really know. And now a lot of people are saying, no data, Onyx never dropped. You are wrong. Listen, Onyx's time will come. It's probably going to increase in demand because of Runic Blade, but this is gonna drop. It's still 20 exotics, but it is going to drop, I promise. There have just been multiple factors that have been keeping Onyx in such high rarity and demand, and yeah, the Runic Blade is definitely going to help in Onyx's favor. But the point is, I feel like Onyx, Dark Age, and Runic Blade are going to all eventually drop because they are completely obtainable. But you know, they could generally stay around this value, while I believe that they are going to drop. You know, we have stuff like Wind Elemental, and like that didn't drop that much. It went from like maybe 20 to 10, and you know what, that sounds pretty on the nose for Onyx, because Onyx is in the elite case just like Wind Elemental. This is currently 20. I'd imagine this would drop to 10. Dark Age would probably drop to around 11. Runic Blade is going to be 11 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, so that would be 15 exotics for the Runic Blade. Now, obviously, these are all value estimations for the long run, because again, as time passes by, the knives drop because they're obtainable. So, you know, it's not going to go down to 15 for quite a while. Maybe like 6 months from now, this could be worth 15. We don't really know for sure. That's really just my guess, given the, you know, experience from like Wind Elemental and stuff like that. I feel like that is the most probable values for this. The point is, do not trade too much for any of these mythics. They are super good, but don't trade too much. They will probably drop in value. And if you want to craft them for yourself, you totally can. It is definitely a profitable thing to do at the moment. Anyway guys, that's pretty much it for this video. Once again, brand new Runic Blade Mythic. This just dropped by the time I was recording this. I'm not even kidding. I was literally about to record a video regardless. I was like, should I craft the Starlight? Should I do a Pet Case 2 unboxing? And then the server shut down and there's a Runic Blade. And I was like, alright, I gotta make a video on this, considering I can already craft it. But yeah, brand new Mythic. It is super awesome. And that's going to be it for this video, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Assassin. You know, Craig did not show up in this episode at all, so we are going to equip Craig real quick. Hello, Craig. How are you doing? Craig is going to join us for the outro, so don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Those are the things that YouTube people do. And I will see you guys in the next episode. I'm not sure what it's going to be. It's probably going to be a Pet Case unboxing, or we're going to craft the Starlight. I don't really know yet. We'll see what happens, but regardless, I will see you guys in that next episode. Stay purple.